Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome back to Pierce Family Wellness and our little series on frozen shoulder or adhesive capsulitis. In the last video we talked a little bit about the breathing mechanics and how that can affect frozen shoulder. Today we're going to talk specifically about some of the anatomy, today in particular about the clavicle. So what is a clavicle? The clavicle is going to, got our guy turned around here. The clavicle basically links your sternum, so your breastbone, and it links it up into your scapula via the AC joint and the SC joint, or the sternoclavicular joint. So what it does is it transmits forces between your scapula and between your sternum. The muscle that we're going to focus on in the how-to tip today will be the sternocleidomastoid, and I picked that one because it has a direct attachment to the clavicle and it has another direct attachment to the sternum. So those two major muscles, heads of the muscle rather, are going to really control the sternal part, or the inside part of your clavicle. So the clavicle should have a variety of movements. The clavicle should move up and down, side to side, it should rotate, and it should also tip. So to the degree that you've lost any of those motions, you're going to pay for it a little bit in the shoulder, and it can be a contributing factor to adhesive capsulitis. So what we're going to do today in the video, in the how-to tip, is I'm going to show you some self-massage techniques for the SCM. When we do these techniques in the upcoming video, I want you to think about doing both sides, and we do both sides in particular for the clavicle because there's a little ligament that connects the two clavicles called the interclavicular ligament, meaning if you have a problem on this clavicle, you're going to have a problem on this clavicle. So hang out and we'll show you some self-massage techniques. All right, welcome back, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the clavicle, and in particular self-myofascial massage technique for the Scm muscle. So real quick, we're just going to review what the clavicle does. So we're going to check it out here. So the sternal head and the acromial head. So we want the clavicle to be moved forward, backwards. We want it to be able to move up and down. We want it to be able to ab and adduct, and we want it to be able to rotate up and down. And again, as we said earlier, if you don't have some of those movements, then you're going to have some problems in the clavicle. So what we're going to do today is we're going to identify the Scm muscle. We're going to do that by bending our head to the same side and looking to the other side, and you'll kind of see it pop out there. You can follow it all the way up to the mastoid process and all the way down. So all that I'm going to do when I want to treat it is I'm going to go in and I'm going to trace it down to where it hooks into my sternum, and I'm just going to gently pinch and squeeze and work my way up. If I find any trigger points or any real hot spots, I'm going to hang out there, and then I'm going to take a nice deep breath. And we're going to continue to do that all throughout the muscle, into the sternal head, into the clavicular head. You can hit it at side angles. The idea is you just want to tease out any tension that you're holding in that Scm, in hopes that it's going to give you a little bit better movement in the clavicle, and that in turn is going to take a little bit of stress off your humerus. As always, make sure if you do one side, you do both, because they are linked up by ligament. If you liked the video, drop us a like. Feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you with part 3 for the humerus. Thank you.